8:30.
So this is the Cemetery Commission meeting of June 19th, 2018. In attendance tonight are Sharon Hrochek, Ronnie Connolly, Jim Fahey, Bud Phillips, and Erica Baker.
Okay,
Make a motion to meeting start.
Second it?
okay, all set.
All in favor? Aye.
Mm-hmm.
Nay.
Oh, sorry. Anyway, any mail?
Just the social media policy that everyone has to read and sign off on. The,
Do we, oh, is
it's
it
in your packet, the
okay.
last page is the sign-off sheet, and it's due
All right.
July 1.
Initially, I was gonna be able to make the meeting, and now I cannot,
Okay.
so,
I cannot make the meeting. I have a previous commitment where people are going to be at my house, and I cannot make the meeting, and I cannot cancel that.
I also cannot make the meeting. I just received this, and I've already scheduled every night this week. I'm busy other places.
well, I'm leaving to go out of town, which is unexpected, so I won't be here.
Okay.
So it's,
So I can read this and give it back to you.
So, right, as long as we have the sign-off sheets back before July 1st,
Okay.
we can take that home.
another board member in town said that he had to go to a meeting. The front page of this says that there's no meeting. They said read it and then sign it.
That's separate. That's the policy that each commission member has to sign off on. This is the letter for the meeting. Two separate.
I didn't,
Oh, did you sign the last page,
that's
Jim?
not in my packet.
No, that was
I-
emailed to
I wanna
Sharon,
read
and
it.
she at the time thought she was gonna go, so I just left it
Right.
at that. Because they only wanted one person. They didn't need the whole.
Well, no, that's why, well, the other board is the chairman, so maybe that's why he said he had to go.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, I still can't.
I'll keep this. I think that's all you need back, correct?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can keep the policy.
Bills and POs,
Those are all
already
set.
signed those.
Insurance collect 10. All I got is spread. Thank you. Minutes.
Do you need some stuff for the cemetery, Bob? Mulch
I went up to H&M, or Leahy's, used to be Leahy's,
Mm.
and I had a bracket that broke. Kubota was acting up a little bit the other day.
Mm.
It was overheating slightly, and that's because the bracket broke.
Ah,
No tension on the belt.
Mm.
So I got a new one, I replaced it. I did that today. And while I was up in Holyoke, I went over to, no, can I think of that? To the other place where we bought,
Tapley?
Taplin, yes.
Taplin.
thank you. And I got a price on a new trimmer.
Mm-hmm.
We paid $170 for it 4 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to get one, well, it's $219.99 now.
Inflation.
And I said, in case, I got a price on the heads, replacement of the old ones, but,
Mhm.
because they're getting worn.
Mm-hmm.
And last but not least, I asked about 2 tires for the front of the Simplicity,
Mhm.
because they're wearing out,
Mhm.
almost bald. And that's $175 for those.
Okay,
And I did that all in one loop, so there's about 30 miles of travel time there.
okay.
I guess
Um,
that's about it. I haven't started on the marking out, well, that's
Section 5,
section 5 yet. We've
okay.
been trying to get the old cemetery trimmed.
Yeah, I noticed when I went by.
Yeah.
Well, we started the front part the last time and came back, and now this time we've started the back, which means that the grass is this tall.
This tall in the
literally
front.
that
Oh,
tall.
yeah, yeah.
Everybody's mowing 2 or
With
3
the
times
heat.
a week. It's
Yeah.
not,
Oh, and I had, you guys gave me for a cemetery worker, this is Ralph Camisa,
Mm-hmm.
and the other one is Matty Alimo. You know Matty Alimo?
Mhm.
He's a mechanic. Both of these guys want to work for us. So I turned them into Cindy,
Okay.
and she said they're gonna have to run some sort of check on them, security
Okay.
check or something.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd like to get started with these guys here, because they're actually anxious to go to work.
Good, whoa.
Yeah.
Well.
I see no problem, I know both people.
And Matty is, he's gonna be a good mechanic
'Cause he's a
for
mechanic.
us, Yeah,
Mm-hmm. Okay,
he's gonna be a good
sounds
mechanic.
good.
So, I don't know if there's,
Do we need a motion for that, or,
Is that new business, or?
somebody paid cash.
for?
Cremation.
Oh. You made copies of them?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Jim.
Well, should his request for more funds and the employees be brought up under new business, or we do it now?
We talked about the employees last,
Yeah, we
Right.
have, but
Yeah.
I think we have, this is the end of
The
this
year.
month. We're
Right.
done. So we start a new
new
budget
budget on July 1st.
July first. So I think we're good salary-wise for these guys.
Yeah, I see no problem with, you usually have two for the summer, right?
Yes, usually have
Mm.
two. And I figured, instead of having, chase the kids around all the time with their phones and everything, these guys, they're like me, they're pretty illiterate.
Yeah.
They're, and the thing is they're, and I'm not saying it this way, they're older gentlemen that, just want a few hours a week
Right,
anyway,
right.
so.
Doing something extra.
Right, doing something extra and I should say, they're retired gentlemen, that's better, they're
Mhm.
retired.
Oh, are
gentle-
they?
Yeah, I'm
Okay,
pretty
you
sure
know.
they're retired.
Both of them.
Yeah, they're
Oh, okay.
retired gentlemen,
Oh,
so this way
okay.
here, they just want a few hours a week.
Yep.
And that'll work out good and they'll be very reliable and
Okay.
I believe so, yep.
I have,
No. Do we need a motion for his stuff that he wants to, or?
I
no,
think
his
I guess
maintenance,
we're
I
all-
don't
no.
think of the maintenance
No.
and stuff,
Okay.
no,
All
just
right.
the,
Make
just
us
the employees.
Turn
yeah.
it in as a PO.
Right,
Mm-hmm.
I went up and checked on the trimmers because I thought they were only 2 years old. They're actually 4 years old.
Mm. You use them a lot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we do. And the thing was, when the previous man used to use the cheapest weed whackers he could get,
Mm.
and they'd last a year.
Mm.
And they'd be about $100 a piece, so
Mhm.
that's $200 a year. And so we went 4 years, so that's $800.
Mhm.
And we only are now $360
Mm.
invested, so it's a pretty good saving.
yeah,
I think so.
And
And
with
if-
another worker coming in, I thought it'd be
Mhm.
nice to have an extra
Mm.
one.
I see
Yeah,
no problem, no
absolutely.
problem with that at all.
Yeah, me either.
So plus if one breaks down, you still got one to work, so.
Mhm. Mhm.
As far as the new employees, do we make a motion that we okay them, or do we just let it go through the
Just
town?
wait for them to, they'll get back in touch with you about after the security check.
Okay,
It's-
all right.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so,
Okay.
Hopefully it won't take long.
All right, good.
What, can we do it this way, that we, contingent upon the approval of the security check, they be hired immediately?
yeah, I don't see why not.
I don't see
Yeah.
I
why
make a
not?
motion that, contingent upon the, acceptance by security, that they be hired immediately afterwards.
I second,
All in favor?
aye.
Okay, motion moved. No new Ds, right?
No.
Got a new one coming, but it's not,
Yep.
not finished. I did sell 2 plots. Prefontaine, a young kid. Is that his
I
last
know the
name?
name.
Back there in heaven.
Right, well, I sold his mother, well, not his mother, I sold her nephew 2 plots. And he's getting the paperwork done to allow her and her husband to be buried there, so that she's
What,
facing her son.
what,
Section 7, row H, 13 and 14. And that was sold to David, what the hell did I say? Hall, the guy who owns the branch.
you got my keys?
Oh, yeah,
What was the name?
I have 'em with
What was
you.
the person name?
David Hall.
David
Oh,
Hall.
David Hall.
Oh, Hall, I thought you said Paul. I'm saying,
Hall,
I thought the Hall's old.
all right. I know you're in the bottom here.
So how many times you lock the gate?
We were talking about that, we'll get that into our next business. We're talking about something about that, which I think might be good
Thank you.
to solve everybody's problem about the gate, so. But let's get through this stuff here first.
Okay.
I'm so dependable. I did go over there a few
Every
times,
time it
but
was raining, I didn't go down.
absolutely.
Well, I think we might have a good, better solution. So anyway,
Mhm. Oh, we did the update on the book. New
Yep.
plots of air, okay.
Yep.
Send the minutes from the meeting. I think we just
Yes.
did
That's
that.
fine.
oh, done, yep.
Yeah,
I like
that's
getting
that.
an email, cause we read it before.
Yeah, me too.
The minutes.
I have 'em.
Oh, okay, you have them, okay.
Yep.
I knew they went that way, yeah.
They made it over here.
Review and update cemetery rules and regulations. I had Erica change about the single plot with the slant face marker allowed now. On page 5, she did that. In the back.
I can't get, my hands aren't working again.
Let's see here, single grave lot is any lot where the owner does not own the lot directly beside it, side by side lot. Okay. Head-to-head lots are considered single grave lots, okay.
Okay, basically the same thing, except it's now slant face instead of flat.
Was there something else that we needed to change in here, Bud?
I don't think
Did you
so.
mention
What
something
about the
else?
money?
Winter hours? I mean,
Oh, yeah, yeah, we
costs?
changed
The,
Winter
the,
hours, I mean, not winter hours, the Saturday hours.
Saturday
yeah,
hours.
that's what I was just saying,
Right.
the Saturday hours and the extra fees if they go after noon time.
I already gave one of those to Mike from Forest Dairy, so he
Okay.
knows about the increase. And actually, he was told.
I don't
I think
think,
it's not- I don't think it's in here.
Because it's, well,
No,
but
it's
it
on
sh-
that
but you know
single
what?
sheet.
But you know what, we should have something in here about the Saturday afternoon time.
It's, I did add it onto here, but I will, so you,
Yeah, even if we have just a blurb in here, something about Saturday afternoon times, you know, there are extra charges.
It doesn't mention anything in here about.
No, there isn't anything in here about, because it has to do with money more than anything, so.
Yeah. So if there's nothing in here, why change it?
Just so it's
So that they know that after,
public record, so they, you know,
I could post it on the door.
yeah. The hours for visiting, the south gate will be open at 8 AM, is that the one by the building?
Yes.
Okay, so, but you're opening it before 8 AM, so should we have 8 AM? If people are going in before 8 AM and wanna get in before 8 AM,
I usually get it up around 6:45.
so why don't we put 7 AM instead of 8 AM? I make a motion, we change it to 7 AM instead of 8 AM, if we do what we're talking about, suggesting possibly for the gate where it's automatic. Then we don't have to deal with it. And we'll set it to 7 AM.
You hear a second?
second, I'm sorry.
That's all right. All in favor?
I,
Aye.
I am going to sneeze.
Bless you.
No, maybe not.
Let the record show Ronnie raised her hand.
It
As
almost
an aye.
sneezed, yeah, it almost sneezed.
Motion
Oh,
passed.
thank you.
so,
I'm sorry.
I'll just say the blurb about the Saturday afternoon openings. Do you want that in here?
It's
Somewhere
more
specific?
financial than anything, so, cause
Yeah,
it's not the
usually-
visiting or anything
yeah,
like
and
that, because
usually
it's, it should be told when you buy the plot,
Right,
yeah, so, yeah, that
And-
I agree, yeah.
Okay.
and also, if we mark it on there and it goes to the funeral home, they will know that. There will be no,
I mean,
If
they'll-
it goes
if
over noon,
noon
it's
ti-
extra money.
Extra money, right.
And we actually do not want to have funerals in the afternoon on
Now, I had a burial this Saturday, but it was scheduled, it was supposed to be last month. And then it
Okay,
got canceled, and it was supposed to be earlier this month, and then now I got it done. But so I just charged it a regular rate, but it didn't come there until 1 o'clock in the afternoon, so. But I
yeah.
just charged him the regular rate because, the old rates, because,
Yeah.
He had scheduled it.
yeah, I had scheduled
Yeah,
it before.
okay.
Been scheduled
that's
it the whole
fine.
time, so,
that's fine.
all right.
But we'll change that paper.
Can I
And,
suggest that any changes we make into the rules and regulations be italicized and maybe a different color so they know what people, you can see what the change was from the previous?
But we don't,
Most people don't look at it anyway.
they don't, and we're not gonna send them out to everybody who has a deed. They're
Okay,
usually, if they buy a new plot,
right.
I will tell them, you know,
Actually,
if they
these-
only
I was
want a
gonna
single
say,
plot.
but this should go when they buy a plot.
Yeah.
This
We
goes
used
Yes,
to.
out.
oh, it
Okay,
does.
all right,
Okay.
okay.
It does.
That's
Okay,
what I
They,
meant.
but,
That's fine
yeah,
Because
then.
that,
yeah,
Okay.
that right there,
right,
you know,
yeah,
but it's still a bad thing for this, bad reputation for the cemetery to have stuff being stolen. So,
oh, yeah,
you know,
yeah.
even though we don't have responsibility for it, we still, you know, wanna prevent it from happening.
that's for sure.
I'll make a motion that the rules and regulations be accepted as revised with a date of June 19th instead of the 8th, because that's the day we're voting on it. And it be made a part of the record.
I second the motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion passed. Okay, and that's that, update on replacement of trees that were removed. Any update on the
Tree
trees?
trees, bud.
No, I haven't heard a word.
Okay,
What about the new ones at all? The ones we're hopefully getting in? You haven't heard anything on those
Nothing.
either? Okay.
nothing, okay.
You're probably a little bit busy right now.
Yeah, with this upcoming 250th.
I wanna,
Anniversary.
yeah, but I'd like to get the trees
Yeah,
in
it'd be
before
nice to
that,
get
yeah.
them in there,
So
yeah.
maybe, you know, maybe give them a buzz, just say, hey, you know, please don't forget us or something like
I'll
that.
check with Joe Didi, he's the one that seems to be heading it up.
Okay.
Yeah, well, what is it, that anniversary is not till the 2020.
2020, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, so.
November
Still got,
7th,
oh,
2020.
oh, okay. Any more security issues?
No.
I haven't heard of anything,
Mm-mm.
but we were talking before you got here, Bud, and, there, you can purchase for, and this is for the gate by the shed, you can, gates that are on timers, that open automatically and close automatically. Can you look into that and see what a price would be for getting one for there?
Yeah, how are we gonna get power to it?
Is there any power at all, and there's no power in that shed at all?
Yeah, it's in the shed,
Yeah, but I mean, you could have somebody put a underground line to it.
Okay,
It
That
have
would
to
be cost.
trenched.
Yeah.
Is there
Yeah,
any
you can-
grass behind the shed?
oh, yeah,
Or we can just cut up the grass and put the, no, okay, I thought,
Yeah.
so we don't have to cut the asphalt. We can put it under the grass over to the fence.
okay.
Yeah, cause
That might be-
part of the fence is on a grass
Yeah,
side.
Right,
Exactly.
grass.
Grass, yeah.
And I mean,
Yeah.
that will save
Okay.
you going down, because it can open without you going down, without you going back down again to close it, seeing as the police won't do it. If it's a little bit more money, I'd rather have that and have the townspeople or the people who have family in there happy. I don't think it's, you know, it's probably gonna be a couple $1,000s maybe, but you can have it so that it just opens and closes at a certain time. And that way there, it saves everybody.
Maybe I'll check with security fence first, cause they're.
Yeah, that's what I said, just, you know,
Oh,
if
yeah.
anything, check
Yeah.
with, you know, check with a couple of them or what
It
have
might
you.
require a whole new gate too.
Yes,
Right,
that's what I'm
it-
thinking.
It's
probably
gonna
will,
require
yeah.
some sort of railing system.
Because in the wintertime, those pulleys are down in the snow.
Right, well, in the wintertime, it won't open.
Yeah, well.
I know there's a thing, but it's, you know,
It has to open because I have to clean up.
right, but,
Right, you have to get in there to,
so just talk to them about that, maybe there's
Well-
something you can put on either side of it or something to be able to get the snow out or something along those lines.
Yeah, it's called a shovel.
Or a little snow blower. But,
Yeah, but if it's a powered gate, then the pulleys in the snow won't affect how it will open.
if they're frozen, it will. Yeah, if they're frozen, it will.
Well,
Sometimes I had to use a tractor
Is
to
that a
get them
phone?
to open.
Who the heck's calling the town?
Sounds like the planning board phone.
So, I mean, if we would look into that, I think that would solve a lot of our, I mean, it won't solve everything because, you know, we don't know if it's still going on during the daytime, but at least if we
Haven't
have
heard
that.
anything.
I haven't either, but it was a while between, you know, the last case with the Anderson, with the Winch family, it was, you know, October to, you know, what was it, May? And the like, and I know, I don't know if you noticed, but the, memorial down there got replanted and
Yeah.
mulched, yes,
Lisa did that.
Lisa Anderson did it and,
Yes. And I
as a
scared the
donation.
hell out of her.
Oh, did you?
I walked up behind her.
She did
What are
that
you
for the
doing?
fire department and that stuff, and she also did it for the Lions Club, so she
Nice.
got nice,
Nice job.
and she plans on going down regularly and checking it and watering it,
Okay.
okay, so, she was, she let me know that she had done it, and I also, being a member of the Lions Club, she got charity time,
Heck of a job.
yep, very good job.
Yeah,
Oh, actually,
beautiful.
shoot, I bet you I have, could probably get some pictures if you want, but, cause she did before and after. Question on that, the benches, they could use a paint job.
Yes. Yes, they could.
I just happened to see that in the picture, so you
Yeah.
got some more guys working?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I've been trying to get that painted for about a year and a half now.
Just
those
have them do
things.
this little bit of scraping
I did-
first.
I
and-
did the scraping, I started scraping them, and then I just, it's just not enough.
No, it's just, you know,
Not
with the
enough
pictures,
time. Not enough meat.
everything else looks really nice and that stuff, and
Yeah.
but no, she did a really good job and really appreciate it, especially after everything that happened with her
Well,
family.
she
so-
even volunteered to paint the benches.
Did she?
Yeah, after I scared her half to death.
So,
She never saw me walk up behind her.
so we really appreciate it. Maybe we should do a thank you,
Oh, butter, yeah.
Yes.
thank you note to her.
Yes.
It's Lisa Anderson, I'm not sure of her house number, Davis Road in Southwick. Nice little thank you note, right?
Sounds good.
Oh, we got 20 yards of mulch
Oh, good.
delivered yesterday,
Oh, good.
at $25 a yard. So that's a good price.
Ah, Where'd you get it?
Right, at,
Great Brook?
Next door.
Great
Right
Brook.
behind you?
Yeah.
Yeah, we gotta
Yeah,
go
he
down and
doesn't
get some
charge me
too.
to deliver,
Well, that's good.
but the contractor.
He doesn't
over
throw it
there-
over the fence?
Actually, we got about 23 to 25 yards, so
Nice.
he told me to take care of me.
Good.
Good.
That's good. That's great.
Okay, so, and then you haven't talked to any other surveyors, huh?
Nope, I haven't
Haven't
seen
either.
the one, heard from one. I gotta
We-
call Danny Lexack, see if he's
Yeah, we
in.
gotta get something done with that, so. Oh, and, it was in the minutes, I talked to Paul on the assessor about the land, he said it's all in one parcel now.
Yeah, yeah.
So they should be able to survey it with no problems whatsoever.
But
Oh,
I-
okay.
in the-
Yes,
They've asked,
It's
is it
all-
all
all
one
they have-
parcel,
yes.
or was it all one parcel? And I said, no, as far as I could tell, it was 3 parcels.
They can go in and talk to the assessors, they have it all surveyed, mapped, you know, they've
Okay.
got that map that they did, that map like that, and it's
Okay.
all in there, so they can actually go in there and talk to the assessors and get the layout of the, whatever, the measurements or whatever they're
Yeah.
looking for
Okay.
surveying and stuff.
Okay.
I don't know all that happy belong.
Yeah, whatever.
But I did talk to Paul and he said, yes, you know, they have it as one parcel
And we're only
as a
missing
cemetery.
one marker, I think, and that's back there by Great Brook Lumber.
Okay,
It's in the woods somewhere back there.
Oh,
but no, so they shouldn't have an issue with surveying it, so, and that way we're,
Oh, I don't know if I mentioned it before, but earlier this year, they asked me to, actually, it's probably the federal government part of it, asked to have traps put in from bugs, bug traps put in the cemetery. They ask every year.
what kind of bug traps?
Well, they want to see if those, what's the ones that coming up and destroying all the trees?
gypsy moth,
No, it's not gypsy moth, it's
one of the caterpillars?
horned, some kind of horned
Beetle?
beetle, yeah.
Oh,
And so they keep, because of the Great Brook and
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
the nature of the beast, But I've been doing it with them for about 8 years now. We've never found anything out of the ordinary, so I
okay.
just continue to do it.
That's,
Oh, okay,
that's
yeah.
I
fine.
probably,
fine.
I think I neglected to tell you that I had given the whole go-ahead, so, but I did
No,
run across the
that's-
traps the other day.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, that's.
no, that's good. Hey, if they're checking for us, why not?
Yeah.
Make sure they keep those little boogers out of our town.
Yep.
That sounds good to me. And, okay, we did just,
We did
and
that.
marking out section 5A, Bud's
Yep.
working on, Bud and Bob are working on that.
Yeah.
And then also
Since we get caught up in the
surveyor,
Yeah.
yeah, surveyor,
Yeah.
and the fence,
Mhm.
security fence.
Yeah.
And I don't see anything else on here that we need to talk about.
Nope. Anybody else got anything new to bring up?
Schedule of the next meeting,
Oh, well, that would work.
before we go.
I hate this password. I gotta sign this, huh?
Yeah.
Somewhere.
Calendar is what I want, July. Our scheduled meeting is, oh, the 17th. No, that can't be right, yeah, that's
Yes, it
July,
is.
yeah. It is July 17th.
Flat Bronx, okay.
Anybody have any issues with that?
I
July
do.
17th?
I do. I
You
have
do?
a housing meeting.
Is the 24th any better for
5:30.
people, or?
I'm good for the 24th.
I have no life or no social life either, so,
So the 24th is good for you
so
too?
while I have to sign this, I don't have a social life.
Oh, I'm leaving, Thursday to go to Maine for a couple of days.
This coming Thursday?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's-
So the 24th, okay with you, Bud?
Yeah.
July 24th, okay.
So July 24th at 5:30.
You're going this Thursday to Maine, Bud?
Yeah, the
Okay.
21st.
And I'll be at the Cape.
Aha.
I'll be in my cubicle.
You just throw a bottle in the water with a note in it, and you might get up to Maine. Okay.
All right. Anybody have anything else? You all set? Meeting,
Make a motion, the meeting be adjourned.
Second it?
all in favor?
Aye.